Inscription number 22. Hirahadagalli copper plate inscription of Siva-skanda-varman Pallava, Regnal year 8. Various inscriptions of Pallava dynasty provide us necessary information as regards the geographical extent of the Pallava kingdom. This inscription identifies the province close to the Krishna river basins, which was under the influence of Siva-skanda-varman Pallava, while on the western side, it appears that his empire extended up to Bellary district. This inscription also highlights administrative setup that was prevailing during Pallava era. This copper plate also records donation of a village to a Brahma Gola Sarman of Atreya Gotra. Siva-skanda-varman was a powerful but a religious king and had therefore been identified with the title of Dharma Maharaja. He performed several Asvamedha and other Vedic sacrifices. Sirkar had concluded that the early Kadambas were feudatories of the early Pallavas. Provenance purchased from a merchant of Hirahadagalli, Bellary district, Karnataka. The location is just within the borders of ancient Kuntala, from which and other grounds. Script Middle Brahmi of the southern class of about the middle of the 4th century AD. Language Prakrit close to literary Pali except the benedictory sentence at the end, which is in Sanskrit. English translation of the inscription. C. Success. From Kachipura, the righteous supreme king of great kings of the Pallavas, Siva-skanda-varman a Bharadwaja by descent, an offerer of Agnishtoma, Vajape and Asvamedha sacrifices, issues the following orders to royal princes, generals, rulers of provinces, customs house officers, prefects of countries and others everywhere in our dominions. To the freeholders in every village, to horsekeepers, cowherds, ministers, security officers, platoon commanders or foresters, overseers of forts or bathing places, functionaries and also others employed by us on dispatch as roaming soldiers and spies. Here, now a garden in the village named Chillarika Kodumika was granted for the increase of merit, longevity, power and fame of his own family and race and as a banner of victory by the great king and 100,000 cows and plows, and of irresistible commands to the Brahmana Jagirdars of Chillarika Kodumka residing in Apiti, to Venerable Gopala Sarman Share 1. To Venerable Agni Sarman of Atreya lineage shares 4 to Mathura, shares 2 to Agnila the son-in-law Love the latter share 1. To Kala Sarman of Harita lineage shares 3. To Kumara Sarman of Bharadwaja lineage shares 3. And to the 4 brothers Kumar Anandin Kumara Sarman, Kotta Sarman and Shakti all of Koska Gotra shares to Bhartri of Kashyapa Gotra. Share 1 to Skandakoti of Bharadwaja Gotra shares to 2. To Skandagya, share 1 to Bappa, share 1, to Venerable Datta shares to 2, to Venerable Nandi shares 3, to Rudras Sarman of Vatsa Gotra share 1 to Venerable Daman share. To Venerable Sala Sarman share 1 to Parimita, share 1, to Naganandin share 1, to Golin share 1, to Skanda Sarman share 1, and to Venerable Swami. Share 1 to these Brahmanas, headed by Venerable Agni Sarman, the southern borderland in the village Chillarika Kadumka in the Satvahaniya state was formerly granted. By us also has been granted by libation of water, this Chillarika Kadumka garden for as long as the moon and the stars last, with the following immunities, to be free from the obligation of supplying boiled rice, water vessels, perishable commodities, bedsteads and lodgings. Free from recovery of milk and curd, free from state penal code, free from disturbance about recovery of salt and jaggery, free from taxes, forced labor and collection of sorgruel. Free from traditional borrowing by state of oxen, free from recovery of grass and wood, free from the recovery of fresh vegetables and flowers. With these and such like immunities of 18 kinds must be exempted and caused to be exampled by the inhabitants of Apitti and the inhabitants of Chillarika Kudumka.